Good morning, everyone. I love a rainy, windy morning. As some of you know who've been with me a while, I think that's especially because I was a born reader and my mom was of the generation that all the kids went out all day and she just closed the door. She denies it, but she locked the door. And so on inclement weather days, I got to just sit in and read. And so this morning before we opened, I snuck in to get my weekend of reading, all these new releases I can't wait to hopefully love and tell you about. I'm always so disappointed when I don't love what I have selected to actually read. But while I'm here, I thought this is the perfect day to tell you about a book club I have coming up on this book, Consolations, the solace, nourishment, and underlying meaning of everyday words. And I've had it before, but I'm doing a 3-week book club in September. I forget when it starts, September something. I'll have the details for you. But it's Saturday mornings at 9 in September, mid-September. And the reason I love this book, and our book club, when we did it last, was so powerful, is that anyone can do it. David Whyte is a Welsh poet and essayist and just great thinker of things. And so he takes words and writes just a few pages about each one. So some of them are only 2 pages long. So I will give you an assignment of 2 or 3 each week. So it'll be like whatever, 6 or 9 pages of reading. And believe me, you have the most profound discussions of, say, what did we used to think alone meant? How do we feel about that word or about being that word? And I guarantee you will give you a perspective different than your own. And one of the best discussions we had last time we did this was about the word anger. Oh, I did walk in the woods today. Love that little magnet. So he is going to blow your mind with this, and hopefully this will be one we talk about. Anger is the deepest form of care for another, for the world, for the self, for a life, for the body, for a family, and for all our ideals, all vulnerable and all possibly about to be hurt. So what he says, and this takes a while to settle into our hearts, is that what we have named as anger on the surface, so someone's angry at you, it's actually the violent, utter response to our own inner powerlessness, a powerlessness connected to such a profound sense of rawness and care that it can find no proper outer body or identity or voice. So it's actually someone caring so much about the thing that they are yelling about. And you can imagine so many great discussions of I think there's, 25, 30 words in here. And we could spend 45 minutes just on the concept of anger. We do get close. I mean, it ends up being something that is a book club that, not always encouraged, but you share your personal experiences. And so for that reason, it is very limited. I can't take a whole ton of people, but it's available now. And I hope you consider joining us. I guarantee you will have not only things to think about yourself, but if you are ever in a conversation and you want to bring up something that anyone has an opinion on, any one of these words, I promise you, will start a lively conversation. You can just say, I'm reading this book, and what do you think of the word anger? How do you see that? Or the word shy, or the word alone? And before you know it, everyone at the table is leaning into your energy.